all test JUnit in JUnit. Now we are focusing on all test JUnit. Here you can see the main differences between JUnit 3 and JUnit 4. In JUnit 4, the test annotation contained in the package org.junit represent a test. Any public method can be annotated with @test to make it a test method. In order to set up the test fixture, JUnit 4 provide the before annotation. This annotation can be used in any public method. Similarly, any public method annotated with @after get executed after each test method execution. JUnit 4 provide two more annotations to enhance the test lifecycle: @before class and @after class. They are executed only once per test class before and after all tests respectively. This table summarizes the main differences between JUnit 3 and JUnit 4. Here the features, and here JUnit 3 and here JUnit 4. A test destination, here test XXX pattern, here @test annotation, here run before the first test, in JUnit not supported, here @before class annotation, here run after all tests, JUnit 3 not supported, in JUnit 4 @after class annotation, run before each test, in JUnit 3 override setup method, here JUnit 4 @before annotation, run after each test, in JUnit 3 override tear down method, in JUnit 4 @after annotation, ignore test, here JUnit 3 not supported, in JUnit 4 @ignore annotation. As an example, we can consider this code segment. Here the annotation type ignore. Sometimes you want to temporarily disable a test or a group of tests. Methods annotated with test that are also annotated with ignore @ignore will not be executed as tests. Also, you can annotate class containing test methods with @ignore, and none of the containing test will be executed. Native JUnit 4 test runners should report the number of ignored tests along with the number of tests that ran and the number of tests that failed. This annotation is available since version 4.0. In JUnit 5 we use annotation disabled, and annotation type ignore is in packaged org.junit. Here on the execution of the class file, the test JUnit _JUnit 1 is skipped during the execution. Besides, the method annotated with ignore and all other test methods run as expected. Here you can see a screenshot of the console window proves the same. Here you can see the resultant run count shows 3 to 3 test cases, and one test case shows skipped. The run count shows 3 to 3 because even the skipped test case attempted to execute. Here annotation type test. The test annotation tells JUnit that the public void method to which it is attached can be run as a test case. To run the method, JUnit first constructs a fresh instance of the class, then invokes the annotated method. Any exceptions thrown by the test will be reported by JUnit as a failure. If no exceptions are thrown, the test is assumed to have succeeded. This is in JUnit 4. As an example 2, we can consider this JUnit dash vintage dash engine. Running JUnit 4 test on the JUnit platform here. Just make sure that the JUnit vintage engine here artifact is in your test runtime path. In that case, JUnit 3 and JUnit 4 test will automatically be picked up by the JUnit platform launcher. As an example 3, we can consider class is potential JUnit 4 test class in package org.junit.vintage.engine.discovery in module org.junit.vintage.engine. As an example, we can consider as an exception example, we can consider this code segment here. You can see the optional element expected. Optionally specify expected a throwable to cause a test method to succeed if and only if an exception of the specified class is thrown by the method. If a throwable message or one of its properties should be verified, the expected exception rule can be used instead. This is default to org.junit.test.none.class. The parameter expected declares that the test method should throw an exception. If it doesn't throw an exception, or if it throws a different exception than the one declared, the test fails. For example, here the following test succeeds. Using the parameter expected for exception testings comes with some limitations. Only the exceptions type can be checked, and it is not possible to precisely specify the code that throws the exception. Therefore, JUnit 4 has improved its support for exception testing with assert.assertThrows class throwing runnable and expected exception rule. With assert throws, the code that throws the exception can be precisely specified. If the exception's message or one of its properties should be verified, the expected exception rules can be used. As an error example, we can consider this this in JUnit 4. 6 tests pass, 2 tests fail, 2 tests cause an error in error, and 8.4 com.mystuff.all test failed, unknown passed, etc., and unknown failed, unknown caused an error, etc. Now this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching it.